Welcome everybody. Happy winter solstice. Let's go ahead and take a deep breath. Lots of love and blessings out to all of you. It was a really amazing day today. I did a couple of meditations with groups, but also I wanted to tell you that it was so, one of my guidances was to look up at the clouds today. And what I noticed was that not only this morning, but last night and yesterday, it was very white. Like you couldn't see any clouds, you couldn't see any sky. It was just white, like an overcast day where everything's all white and all like one level, like you can't delineate or differentiate any clouds in the sky. And it's so quiet and still. And so that's how it was yesterday. And then this morning, and I'd gone out right at 11:11 outside to take a picture of the sky to see what was going on right at the conjunction. And it was just white. And we have snow here, so it was literally a white sky reflecting the white snow on the ground. So I just took some pictures of the trees that were bare out there. And what I noticed, which I haven't really noticed before, is in the winter, because all the trees are so bare, I just see these three bare trees like the three wise men. And they remind me of the Knight of Swords card. I'm trying to remember which deck it is, where I always get like slave owner messages on that, because half of the card is two bare trees and a clear field, and on the other side is lots of snow or cotton, where the slave master would be riding across as the Knight of Swords, I think it is. But the three bare trees, like the three wise men, and they were completely naked. It was still, I wasn't getting any movement of animals or anything like that. It was very quiet. And then I was working on my read today, and it was just no sun all day, no hopes of seeing anything in the sky. And then at 12:21, I look up and the sun is out. So I ran back to see the sky, and I took some pictures of the clouds and the three wise men trees. And as I was standing there, when there was nothing in my yard at all, no animals, no birds, nothing, I'm standing in my backyard and just gazing up at the sky at the trees, the three wise men trees, and literally all of a sudden swarms of birds were coming from everywhere to land on the trees. I just want to show you one quick shot. It's hard to see because they're high trees. But this is like there are three of these trees. This is the middle tree. And this was just one of the trees. There's three trees, and all the birds just flocked to these trees. And they're just sitting there all positioned looking at me. And I was having a conversation with them. I couldn't tell what kind of birds they were. I noticed a little bit of red on some of them. I don't know if they were robins or not, but it's obviously not the time of year where the birds are hanging out with me. So it was very interesting, and it was just a very beautiful, unified feeling, where all the birds were just standing there and being in one with me as I walked outside, because as soon as I came outside, they all just flocked to the three trees and just sat there. And I had to go in eventually because I didn't even have a coat on at the time. And I took a short video, which I would show you, except my iPad has, without the plug-in, it has a weird noise. I don't know why. So I didn't want to post that. But it was really a beautiful experience. But the sun was out, and it had these beautiful rainbow colors around it, like an aura. It wasn't really expansive like some of the sun pictures I've taken. It was more of just around the sun was this background energy. And maybe I'll use that picture another day. But I want to get into the reads today too. I have one really short one from last night, and then the one from today for the twin flames, both of them for the twin flames. And last night I watched The Butler, so energies around that. It was, it's a really great movie, but energies around those wounds, which there were a lot in that movie. So check it out on Netflix if you haven't seen it before. And of course, that has to do with people who are service oriented, right? The butler who keeps his composure no matter what. I cut the SIRIAN Starseed deck for my 7-deck read for the first one last night, right at 7:07 p.m. And then at 7:40 I finished. 7 is the Chariot, 40 is the Page of Cups, that innocent energy. And the major arcana from the read last night were Alchemy, which is like the Temperance card, Reason, like the Emperor, Luna, which is the moon, of course, and then Justice. And then after the read, because I always pull a few cards on either end, the Great Wheel came up, the Wheel of Fortune, the Solar Deity, which is the Sun, and then the Chariot. There was 1 wand, 3 cups, 2 pentacles, and 1 sword, so mostly cup energy or heart and emotion-based energies. We had the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and then after the read, the Knight of Pentacles showed up. The numbers in the code line were all about the 8-8, which is the twins, both balanced within their masculine and feminine, and standing side by side. And then we also had the number 2, which is the High Priestess, the sequence 6, 7, 8, lay them straight. And in a lesser sense, 25, the Knight of Wands, 56, the Two of Swords, and 89, which is the Phi energy for me, the expansion and contraction, and then 9, 10, begin again and again and again, which always comes up for us to keep that vibration high. So the code line was all about communication and new beginnings, and the C and the M were disconnected from the words, which for me are both Christ letters, C and N, one being more of Christ as the individual, and then the other one being of the Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness regarding communications and new beginnings. And I have to say that communication came out as the main card for the second read in front of you as well today. So I'm going to show you the reads before I forget to do that. So the first read I'm doing first now, which is a quick one. This is the main read here with the SIRIAN Starseed deck. Okay, and then we have the full read for the first read here. And then the read in front of you from today is here. You see the lovers there with the rainbow colors that they're at the top, as well as the 6 of Cups there, the 2 of Cups, and the Great Wheel, the Ace of Pentacles. A lot of nice cards in that one. And then here's the full read in front of you right now. Okay. Okay, I just want to plug my iPad back in before I forget to do that. Okay, so regarding communications and new beginnings for the twin flames, these are both for the twin flames. These are general reads, so if something doesn't resonate with you, please don't force it to fit. There's a lot of messages here. Some may be for everybody, and some may be for only one or a few. The code line was all about the number 34 from 26 and 8. 26 is the Page of Wands, 8 is the Strength card, and 34 is the 8 of Wands. So the messages coming from that was just real quick. So Imana or M was coming up as Mother Mary, or the Amana energy of the feminine source. The now energy of the Phi, expanding and contracting in a show of power of divine co-creation. The wise queen, clear of thought, and 2 loving each other, with the dance being key to the I am that I am, the Christ Om unication, and the Christ you beginnings. And that has to do with a you, like a sheep type of you, and then also you, as in the letter U, and you and me, and the beginnings of that. And also Mary, understanding, and understanding comes from the crown chakra, the fini, the ending, the division of the clear 2 kids loving each other, dancing, being key, right, back and forth, up and down, the I am presence, the communication in the new beginning, the empty finish of division or divine co-creation, to be wise and clear in order to love each other, to bridge the 3D dance key, I am, that I am, the communication to initiate that new beginning. So this first read started with the 8 of Wands reversed. The King of Swords upright was beneath that, as well as the 10 of Cups reversed, the 5 of Cups reversed, and the 9 of Pentacles upright. In a heated exchange or a debate after the King of Swords upright, ending an unhappy cycle, getting over the loss, the regret, the sovereign holding back their feelings, with delays in communications and or travel. So here's communications again. The King of Swords facing his fears, perhaps after death, in the never-ending release of working to align with breaking patterns. The Sun upright exposing all, with the Queen of Wands reversed and the upside down world, but I wrote word by accident, so that's like word. The Queen of Wands reversed, upside down world, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community, dysfunction or loss, and or the stubborn bull, ending a battle with the Empress, who may be imbalanced, in debt, or not sharing and causing delays, not telling. The Empress peeking out, hiding her face, but exposing her heart, not sharing her true desires, and no energetic exchange, or again causing delays. In a painful ending of the King of Wands reversed, healing separation and not telling, and going overboard. There may be a little lizard off a platform now, and flirt comes up here, and beneath that was new love. No surprise, putting it out there, no longer nostalgic, the Empress star, or healing and shining their light, red boots with family crest, conch shell and dead bug to prove her worth. No more lovebirds or dessert. The fall is over. The snake is in. Eyeing the innocent star, the star of Bethlehem. Okay, and then the snake can also represent the Kundalini rising. The Taurus upright and the Aquarius upright energies here of change, which today, of course, was a big change with the shift and the planets conjuncting and the stream of light coming in. The change of the 5, which is also the Hierophant, but also change and freedom. It's also vacation energy. And then health as well with 71, which is the 3 of Pentacles, the co-creation energy for me. Patient, inspired, healing, and standing up. The Page of Pentacles reversed, needing help or resting on break, focusing on their heart in a 5D connection. The Page of Cups upright, innocent, message of love. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Cups upright in 5D connection, destined. The Page of Cups upright with triple 8 of Wands reversed, a flurry of negative back and forth, delays, or not telling the truth, perhaps about stardom, about light, healing, and shining light to initiate change. In the recent past is the 7 of Cups reversed, dumping emotional attachments to things that no longer serve you, in a split knowing and keeping it to yourself. The Page of Pentacles interested in moving or travel to issues at work and suffering in silence of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, perhaps sad at night, or perhaps she's a Cancer or Cancer in her chart. The Page of Wands is upright here, shining at night, Aquarius, Cancer leading the way, and the foundation here is the Alchemy card upright, the Temperance or alchemy energy. And the Patient Angel, the King of Cups reversed, retired from the White House, which was coming up in the movie at that time, which is why I had to bring that up. The Patient Angel, the King of Cups reversed, retired from White House, old man justice, and patience and alchemy and disconnect. The King of Cups reversed, emotionally unavailable, unstable, or moving, or marriage is over, coming out for justice to see alchemy at a distance, or maybe what it's really like when two do have true alchemy. At 9:25 is the Hermit and the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Wands. The 2 of Cups was reversed here in disconnect or 2 at a distance, not seeing face to face. The Knight of Wands rushing back, perhaps rushing back from vacation or just taking a break at home, with kids, exposure, sunshine, break, rest, and 5D connection with inequity and not sharing, being uncomfortable in your own skin. The challenge being the 6 of Cups reversed, the bad memories, the unhappy kids or kids with issues. The High Priestess upright, secret through work, and starting over with the Empress upright, stuck with the Knight of Pentacles reversed, who may be out of work, disabled, or stubborn, or on strike. The Ace of Wands reversed is frustration, unable to conceive of an end of an emotional cycle of unhappiness, and the Page of Cups, message of love. The High Priestess dumping her emotional attachments, no longer confused, the world reversed, or in the 5D world, with no passionate exchange, in a split, a lie, a downturn, or starting over, and the Knight of Wands rushing in without option, suffering in silence, reaping rewards, in 5D connection, getting over loss, regret, and the past. In the present moment now, crowning, is the Emperor reversed, without reason or being illogical. In a breakup or lack of affection, strike 3 and you're out. Negative self-talk, rumors, spying, lying, and the 4 of Cups starting over. In prison of depression and message of love, magician manifested a purge, or being dumped, or overwhelmed, or after they were pushed to their emotional limit. Sunshine, exposure, refusing to wake up to happiness. The devil waving, temptation, Capricorn temptation, and Emperor reversed offering love to the King of Pentacles, and the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth. Or fall from grace, energy stealing from the Queen of Cups reversed, getting their wish, not judging, awaken to the Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community dysfunction or loss, and then coming together to offer time, money, and effort, or a new life to the Page of Wands and the Hierophant, or presenting the Hierophant an award to get past their loss or regrets. And that's so funny because I just saw Magenta get her YouTube award online. That's pretty funny. This is coming up now. Hierophant, or presenting the Hierophant an award to get over any loss or regret. Perhaps Taurus Aquarius energy coming up there. And soon is Luna, or the Moon, upright, bringing in the tides of change, leading the way after the fall from being stubborn mule and walking into a disaster area, or out of the fire and into the frying pan. Explosion, eruption of top, crown, cover, or mind. No options in downturn, but sovereign in 5D world. Not finding the humor in bleeding out. Cancer upright, Aries reversed, Scorpio upright, and Libra reversed, and Pisces reversed, all here. The twin flames seeing themselves as divine justice upright, and the Queen of Swords reversed, Aquarius, dumping everything on the Queen of Wands reversed, needing courage, strength to stand up and take back what was stolen from them. After dealing with Aquarius and Leo reversed, and then standing up, taking it back, Libra is now good. Give your relationship a chance. Reconciliation, chemistry, and you deserve love all came up for the twins at 9:49, which is the Hermit and the 9 of Cups. Around the twins, or how they're seen, is the Queen of Pentacles reversed after drama, happy alone in the present with uncomfortable energies, and blocked, the twins blocked by the 8 of Pentacles, the work of needing closure and not calling I give, or in other words, surrender, at 9:56, which is the Hermit and the 2 of Swords. And then I watched the Grizzlies, which actually was a good movie. So check that out. I didn't think I would like it from the title, and it's 7:20 on the clock right now, which is significant to me. It's 8:21 on this clock, which is the moon, and today's date, the 21st. The moon, the night, and it's night on the 21st. And 7 is the Chariot, 20 is Judgment. Ascending to Judgment, which is just a decision. So the two at 9:25 here, the Hermit and the Knight of Wands. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm rereading the same page. And this was done on the 20th, so it's interesting. 7:20 is coming up on the clock. This was for today, though. 9:56 is the Hermit and the 2 of Swords. New beginnings came up, and communication and music. Well, new beginnings and communication, but even more so music, rebirth, and moderation. So there may have been nowhere to eat out, so couldn't get together, or in uncomfortable energies. The Queen of Swords reversed with a negative past, or on the outs with a soulmate, with the Queen of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Aquarius reaping rewards of a break, a rest, over a loss and regret. In a twist of fate, the Taurus Queen of Swords reversed presented money or an award to get over a loss, and Libra reversed, Leo upright, exposing all. The Knight of Pentacles reversed, stubborn, in a bold move or moving out, or out in the cold without peace and reaping rewards. Destiny comes up here and dumping a load, a burden, responsibilities. Confession of the King of Swords, happy with the King of Pentacles, or the Divine Masculine taking a load off and letting the King of Swords and the King of Pentacles do all the work. Patient or Sagittarius, and King of Wands reverse. The King of Wands reverse could be that Sagittarius, may have broken up or without affection here. And the Eight of Wands reversed, a heated exchange or just a holding back of feelings and desires, right? Causing delays in communications and or travel. Patient injustice of the Queen of Pentacles reversed, dumping emotional attachments in a disconnect or at a distance. The challenge being the negative past at night, or with Cancer working with the Emperor reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. In the downturn, exposed, strike, perhaps in a bold move. So someone might have gone on strike, or that may literally just be one person. The Eight of Wands reversed, not expressing, no longer confused about the Page of Cups message of love. The Alchemy, the patient at a distance without reason and challenged by difficult children or the past returning. The Justice of the Moon, the Knight or Cancer energy. Libra and Cancer with the Queen of Pentacles reversed working to align with the Queen of Swords reversed, Aquarius, or Libra exposing a strike, a disability, or stubborn bull in a bold move. Okay, so that was the first short read last night. Then this is the read for today. The SIRIAN Starseed deck was cut and dealt at 9:37, which is the Hermit and the King of Cups, unconditional love. The date is 12/21/2020, which is the energy of the 37, again, the King of Cups. We have the King of Cups in the world with 37 and 21. And then at 9:54, so that's really unconditional love around the world, which is a beautiful energy for today. 9:54 is the Hermit and the Page of Swords. And then the dance came up, which just came up in the previous read, which I didn't notice that either. So that how important the dance is, right? The dance is the constant back and forth of energy, back and forth, up and down. And I finished clarifying this read at 10:07 to 10:08. 10 being the Wheel of Fortune, and then 7 and 8 being the Chariot and Strength. And also the dance. 8 is the dance. Remember that. The major arcana for this read were Starseed, which is like the Fool, the Wheel, the Great Wheel, the Wheel of Fortune, the Strength card, Abundance, which is the Empress in this deck, in the SIRIAN Starseed deck. And before the read, Alchemy, which is Temperance, and after the read was Lovers, and Indigo, which is like the Magician. We had 2 cups, 3 swords, 1 pentacle, and 1 wand, so mostly swords here. And then cups, which swords has to do with thoughts and words and dealing with pain issues as well. And then 2 cups, of course, which is heart-based and emotion energies. The Queen of Swords came up in this read, and the Knight of Swords, the read that's in front of you now. And the Queen of Cups also came up before the read. So the Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords, and the Knight of Swords. We had triple twos in this read, and there weren't many numbers here. It was triple twos, the number 12, which is the Hangman, the number 26, which is the Page of Wands, the number 6 of the Lovers, and then in a lesser sense, 24, which is the Queen of Wands, 46, the Six of Cups, and 67, which is the Knight of Pentacles. The code line was all about music, effort, and financial discipline. And it was kind of an interesting code line today. There were all 3 twos came up in the code line, as well as the Queen of Swords, which was the challenge today, and she was reversed. And also the 6 of Cups, but it didn't come up as the 6 of Chalices or Cups because it was cut off. It came up as the 6 of C, which is the Christ energy, the unity consciousness. And it was showing me being toggled to the left, which is the Divine Feminine energy. So the expansion and the contraction, the expand, the span being the curtain, and the contract being the Christ energy on tract, the tract of the curtain, say twins, expanding and contracting with the 26 of the Page of Wands of Christ, and the Page of Wands is that inspired energy. It's like the third energy, the child third energy. That Page of Wands of Christ to the left, the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Swords after death, twins expand and contract again. So the code line came up again as, again, S-band and C-tract is expanding and contracting regarding the Sophia and the Christ, Christos Sophia. The Sophia panned or expand and the Christ tract, on tract, expanding and contracting with each other. The 22, which also the 2-2 comes up, and the Fool. The 1 twin expanding and contracting, and perhaps 1 twin is not. The 6, perhaps someone has 6 offices, or this can just reference the lovers. And again, toggling to the left, the Queen of Swords aiding the twins mid-moon cycle. The expansion and contraction of the tract of open land, agricultural land, to eat healthy, woman, ox, ash, and rain. The note E flat in music, the child and each other. The I and ego, the oyster and the weasel, to be and death. The 22, the Fool. The High Priestess expands and 1 High Priestess contracts. The lovers of Christ consciousness, the unity consciousness, erring to the left. The Divine Feminine, the alkaline, the light. The sage with clear, wise wisdom. The Queen of thought and word. Blind men and orphans. The inferior twin, the younger sibling. The normal, the usual, the king, maybe, perhaps. I am that I am. Demand so much to make the fabric of our lives happen. All right, so this is referencing the masculine and feminine energy, like, because actually Let the Feminine Lead the Way came up the other day, and that's the energy that's coming up here. But listen to what comes up next. In the limited state of assembly line, which is the normal, the usual, the same old, the usual woman about each other and child, seeing both sides of the situation, right? Very typical for the female to see both sides of the situation, to be the natural mediator. The I and the ego, to be and death. How much will we need to be healthy? Will it rain? To eat, to play music. Will there be enough for everyone, including the child and the ox and the ash tree, even the weasel? Thinking about 2 sets of children, lovers of unity consciousness, the sage and the wise one. The clear of thought and the word, the blind man and orphan, and the younger sibling. So this is when I went outside to look at the clouds. It was 11:11, or actually I went out just before 11:11, then went out again. So when I went out the first time at 10:52, it was, like I told you already, 1 big sheet of white sky with the 3 wise men of the bare trees in the background. Also wants to expand and be number 1. So here's coming up the younger sibling, or the feminine, right? As seen here on earth as number 2 to the man. The nothingness comes first, which is the feminine, responsible for all. Everything second bows down to the first, then wanting that position, and vice versa. So the second position always longs to be in the lead, get all the glory, and the one in the first position with all the responsibility seeks the second position where they can relax and enjoy themselves without being in the spotlight. The king expands, and this was at 11, the king expands and contracts after hearing the queen out, who has chosen to be second and advise the king, happy to be in the lead and now get all the attention. Expansion and contraction. Music, effort, and financial discipline, and that was at 11:01. So she, as in the feminine energy, leads the etheric realm. He leads in 3D. Both can be overwhelmed in the do-si-do between number 1 and number 2. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. And then 2 can be as lonely as 1. It's the loneliest number since number 1. It's just no good anymore since she went away. So 3 Dog Night came up there. As I came in from seeing the 3 trees out back, the 3 Dog Night, and dog can reference the planet Sirius too, right? The dwarf planet. The 3 of the Trinity, the dog of Sirius, and the Knight. And again, that's the knight, like the Knight of the Round Tables in Excalibur. And how lonely it is to be 1. But it can be just as lonely being 2 if you're not with the right other 1. 2 expanding and contracting, but 1 not one not, two expanding and contracting, but a third is not, but is still a human and lover of children, two expanded lovers of unity consciousness that all are God's children. The Queen of Swords and the King make two with music, effort, and financial discipline. And again, that third energy, don't forget, is always a form of that third energy of creation. So then financial discipline was coming up as part of the code line. So I broke down financial discipline because, of course, financial includes Phi and Non and Shul. So as getting the definitions, and there's a whole lot of definitions for Non, by the way, not just Indian bread. And CIAL literally means here, to be here and now. And when I looked up the other day, coherence, here is also in that word. So it was coming up a second time here from CIAL, means here. To expand and contract, those who serve and have sex and have difficulties to place father, mother, maid, servant girl, effeminate male, dwarf, and I just brought up the dwarf planet, grandmother, and nursemaid. So it's coming up as the people who are in service, which again I just brought up. Bring them here in the moment, as in coherent. Partners and God, all this place here, that they are all the same. The ditto in co-creators, the expansion and contraction of non here. In other words, to sell bread. And as I came in from seeing birds, well, birds like bread. So I had gone out twice because I'd gone out at 10:52, but then I remembered the time of the conjunction was 11:11. So I wanted to run out at 11:11, but I'm like, but there's nothing to see. I'm like, no, I should go out. So I went out, and that's when they all the birds collected with me the second time I went out. And I did that short video, and that was from 11:17 to 19, the video. But I started taking the pictures at 11:13, which is justice, and then the transformation, the transition. So financial discipline with expanding and contracting, those who serve and have sex and have difficulties, in other words, everyone, right? To expand and contract, to place or set down here and now, to place here. And remember, discipline is disciple of self, not others. So it's not meant to be like discipline is, there's a connotation around discipline that's something negative. But the word discipline itself literally means to be disciple of self and not others. So we need to change the way we perceive that word, that it's actually a really positive thing, that we have our own guidance. We don't need to go outside ourselves to be disciplined by another. We start here with the starseed upright, the starseed and the underlying energy here, and then the, let me turn that a little bit, the clarification cards on top. And then underneath that card, the starseed, was the Four of Wands reversed, the Queen of Cups upright, and the Alchemy reversed. So free to leap after being home, unstable, moving, or perhaps you're in your home changing things around a bit, or visiting, or have had a visitation perhaps, or the party's now over, had to end something. The Queen of Cups upright, impatient, or is no angel, or no longer patient, or with Sagittarius reversed, impatient to leap, to be free after guarding the present moment, announcing to wake up, to the surrender of the moment and choose a new path, to surrender to the divine, or to the twin flames, and make a decision at last. The Sagittarius reversed, Aries upright, and Aquarius upright here. Or having a bodyguard to keep things still and quiet, for judgment, announcement, wake-up call, or alarm system, stereo system, reveille, piped-in music, standing strong until all surrender to one way or the other. On one side of the silence is fear. On the other side of the silence is walking through the dead and the music, surrendering to the left, the light, the alkaline, the divine feminine. Heart and soul, da 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 da, heart and soul, da 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 da, baby. All right, so the heart and soul is coming up, and then the Queen of Wands upright, and the world, or the sealed divine feminine, and Thoth. So here's the birds that came into my trees today. Now Thoth is coming in. Surrendering to offer of a big love, no longer confused at 11:56. 56 kept coming up a lot today, which is justice, and 56 is the Two of Swords, being in your knowing and keeping it to yourself. Surrendering to an offer of big love, no longer confused, dumping emotional attachments to things that no longer serve you. And again, this is coming up after the Queen of Wands upright and the world with the divine sealed divine feminine and Thoth, which is representing the birds. Surrendering to the offer of big love, no longer confused, and dumping emotional attachments, the Queen of Cups picked up the big cup and let go of the many at 11:57, which then is the Three of Swords, the three-way situation and the three-way heartbreak. Unable to see what's streaming in. No more Peter Pan refusing to grow up. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid. At 11:11, streaming in on 12:21. And it was very interesting because I was getting, and this will come up in the read too, the deluge, the flood. I was seeing there's a creek across the street from my house, which doesn't have much water in it at all. It's like, just dirt with a little water in it. But I was seeing that as becoming a filled up creek. Like, so there would actually be some moving water across the street from my house. I don't know why I was seeing that. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of rain coming in, but Noah's Ark and the flood were definitely coming in. But it's not necessarily in the physical, because remember that water represents emotion, and it has to do with the flooding of the emotions and the dark energies wanting to lower our vibration. So that was coming up here as well. No more vacillating over which one, knowing the one and making it known. Surrendering to love as the bird places the holy communication into the Holy Grail, displacing all emotion. Okay, and then this references the same thing. The red cross, the black cross, the horizontal and vertical pillars of light, red and black, in the red or in the black. Two either way can make it a win-win situation. Remember, it's two positives, or negative times a negative also can be a positive. There's only one love, all encompassing in all directions, high and wide and grounded. The wounded warrior in surrender, as the Queen of Wands looks back or the other way, the divine feminine or Pisces now backs him fully, or Pisces is now number 2, allowing Thoth to step forward. With the birds, the sad and weary bowing down to the magician, rising, awakening, weak, but gaining strength quickly. All fours glued to the glass ceiling, in awakening to come out, wherever you are. The magician embodiment with magic DNA strand, and the all fours glued to the glass ceiling. And I always reference the 4 as connecting over the bridge, because the earthly plane is all about 3s. So to get to the other side is the I am that I am of the other side, the 4 of the stability and home. So the 4, all 4s glued to the glass ceiling, in awakening to come out wherever you are. The magician embodiment and the magic DNA strand, and all tools on board and cards on the table, all exposed. Roses and lilies, lotus crown, infinity and beyond. No more nursemaid, only assistant levitating to the magician, because one is lighter than the other. She contains more light. She's able to float more easily. Creating no fun alone. And this is so weird the way this came up. Sink or swine. And it came out sick. Sick, it was supposed to be sink or swim, but it came out sick or swine. Sink or rise and shine. Let go of control issues, and beneath that was forgiving and learning. The hermits reversed, no longer missing their flame. No longer missing their flame and not doing anything about it. As the world of the divine feminine and the 5D, The Knight of Pentacles offering something practical to the Hierophant old man with birthday cap and antenna. Marriage, religion, establishment, or Taurus, in an all-business relationship, in bed together no longer. As the swans fly south, two behind, apple butts, Lisa Marie naked on stage with Michael Jackson for stage presence. Twin butts or old man's pure girls. The Knight of Pentacles offering something healthy for them outside this relationship that is not working. Virgo reversed, Pisces upright, Taurus upright, all here. New beginnings comes up as number 1, which is the Magician, and moderation, which is 14, the Temperance card, the angels, and a higher love. At 12:21, the Judgment card was put out. And I just brought up 7:20 with the Judgment, and that yesterday when I did the read, it was the 20th. It was just 40:40 on the clock here, which is the Page of Cups. So Judgment isn't so much about judgment as it is about making a decision here. Right? Because we all have to make judgment, but not about others or for others, but for ourselves, making a decision. Because we're human. We have to decide whether to eat or not, to sleep or not, to work out or not, right? To live or not. These are decisions we make. That's a judgment. So it's 12:21. I noticed, oh my God, the sun came out. Like we had a white sky for 2 days, and now it's all of a sudden the sun has come out. It's 12:21, so I ran out back to take another picture of the sun. So conditions of love comes up here with the King of Cups reversed. The King of Cups and the King of Swords both reversed, and the Knight of Cups upright offering of love to the Hermit Virgo looking back. In the post-war, perhaps choking or needing to swallow their pride, cleaning up the field of the wounded bodies left behind. As the birds fly and become lighter and lighter, the gray went away. Tiki huts and grass, choking on spit or spoke too soon the day the music died. Ground control unable to call out Major Tom. The Emerald Order taking a back seat. Men stepping aside for love to come forward. And this is at 12:32 with Aquarius reversed and Virgo upright. 12 is the Hangman, 32 is the Journeyman, the Six of Wands. So at 12:32, the Ace of Swords, which is the whole truth and also the grounded energy behind the read here with the Ace of Swords, Excalibur. The truth, the whole truth, stands alone, just like the cheese. And 1 is the loneliest number. Holding back an announcement, a judgment call, a wake-up call, free to leap, no longer confused, Magician embodiment, manifesting through what's not working in new beginnings at 12:37, which here's the King of Cups again. And then that's where Noah's Ark and the flood came up with the deluge. And then if you take deluge apart, it's literally Lu, which is Lucifer, energy. So to take away Lu energy. That's the flood of emotions in order to wash all the dark away. So in the recent past in this read, it was at 1:11, excuse me, the Six of Cups was reversed and the Page of Cups upright, which is kind of a contradiction, right? Because the Page of Cups upright is sweet, loving, and innocent and good, whereas the Six of Cups reversed is like 2 Page of Cups reversed behind them. So there's a message of love here. Those in separation or a negative past, or having difficulty with kids or a new birth, with the Empress reversed in lack and the Knight of Pentacles offering help to prisoner of the connection, the soulmate, the one-to-one, the suffering in silence, with messages of frustration and inability to conceive something, or stepping up to bat to take a swing, not amused by lover or not excited by lover at 1:14, which is the Magician and the Temperance card, which is that higher love. The Page of Cups upright and their past returns, with the Page of Cups upright and the Knight of Pentacles upright, protecting their mother reversed, the Empress reversed, by offering something healthy and practical to trap someone else into a one-to-one with them. and then they can't sleep, worried about conversation not going well with lover or Gemini or twins. Up nights, nightmares, suffering in silence, headaches, purging or crying, present to or with the Empress reversed, defending her territory with her lover or her children, or in other words, ownership. Taurus reversed and Gemini upright, and the foundation here is the Ace of Pentacles reversed, perhaps preparing for a new start or withholding after energetic exchange with the King of Wands upright, the Knight of Cups offering love to dissatisfied person who may be unhappy alone, or a proposal with their back turned, receiving the energetic exchange with Fool who found the one. Playing hardball or holding back from Aquarius reversed and Libra upright, or those depressed or arrogant, destined to be unhappy with themselves. Sagittarius reversed or Queen of Cups no longer patient, Starseed free to leap in energetic exchange with the King of Wands, happy to receive that energy, but offering love elsewhere, or now bypassing Aquarius reversed or depressed or arrogant one to offer love to one who doesn't want to be without them, and it is destined, or Starseed holding back time, money, and effort, or a new life offer or loan, but willing to offer love which doesn't seem to be good enough for this person. Or the King of Wands is offering passions in one direction and love in another, or having another, even not even them offering the love, they may have another person offer this love to this other person. It's not even them doing it directly, and keeping the money part to themselves. The central energy is the Wheel upright, destiny, or the King of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed, lying to themselves, the player falling short, or lying to get sex, or negative due to holding back their true desires, and the Page of Pentacles invited the King of Cups reversed with a big ego or an awakened person to join them, while the sovereign person receiving big love offer from the Queen of Cups who may be excluding all others, knowing the one. Or someone's bringing a +1 and the others weren't expecting them, or maybe they don't want them. The King of Swords reversed and the King of Cups reversed are with the Knight of Wands reversed and the Page of Pentacles upright. The kids seem to be between these two kings, then awake or alerted of this get-together with Sovereign invited by the Queen of Cups. Or this also could be a double date to get the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright back together. Or the Queen of Cups invited the Sovereign Nine of Pentacles, and their younger sibling invites the King of Cups reversed, and then the King of Swords reversed and the Knight of Wands reversed are unhappy about all of it or just not having it. Or his friends and her friends, you know how that goes around the holidays, issues. Or the Queen of Cups playing matchmaker with the kids, wanting to invite someone to dinner. Destined gatherings, sending out invitations or emails and texts, or invites originating from the Empress reversed, but with help of the grandkids, the Page of Cups, but mostly the Knight of Pentacles, who may have gotten trapped into it to bring the family together. The Empress reversed and the Emperor is also reversed. They may not be together at all, but holidays at different houses, which of course comes up this time of year at Christmas at 141, which is the Magician and the Ace of Cups. And by the way, in this read, the only ace that was upright is the Ace of Cups. Or the Empress here, who's reversed, hears back that the Emperor reversed won't be there. Or at 42, which is the Two of Cups coming together, or the Lover, Twin, or Gemini is depressed, or Aquarius is unable to get a flight. The challenge being the Queen of Swords reversed, Aquarius or Gemini here, with the Queen of Cups making magic, or the Queen of Swords reversed has a problem with the Queen of Cups with Magician, Gemini, or Virgo. Or the King of Cups reversed and Sovereign, or Capricorn and or Pisces, must choose one or the other to go to. The Empress reversed may be one party, and the Queen of Cups upright may be the other, with the Ten of Pentacles reversed, family, business, or community. She extended herself greatly, and could be 2 to 3 couples here divided. The Emperor and the Empress both reversed, the King of Cups reversed and the Queen of Cups upright, and then the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords are also both reversed. The Queen of Swords reversed may not be invited or may feel left out and has to work, or just a negative person with the King of Swords reversed who can never win with her. And again, these could be couples or siblings. Or the Page of Swords child is answering on behalf of the King of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords regrets. The King of Swords, and that could be the child of the couple, is calling for them so they don't have to call and say they don't want to come because they don't want to speak to the people. Or the King of Swords reversed perhaps is Libra, and the Queen of Swords reversed is perhaps Aquarius, and the Page of Swords perhaps is Gemini. The Queen of Swords reversed with the Knight of Swords rushing in with the truth of the Ten of Pentacles reversed family, business, or community dysfunction or loss. She is in her knowing and keeping to herself with a negative past between them and moving, ending a marriage, or canceling a party due to Hermit reversed illness, or losing their mind, or coming out, or with Virgo in their chart. The Two of Pentacles reversed, removing the mask, the facade, or tripped up, or breaking patterns, grounding and integrating sunshine, kids, full exposure to falling out, or difficult kids, or the devil temptation, they're waving again. Perhaps the horny devil, and that there's always one of those at every family party, receiving the Knight of Swords Hermit reversed, third party through work, message of love, and the Page of Cups trapped by the Hierophant or Taurus, religion, establishment, or marriage, or contract, or just the powers that be, perhaps held hostage between innocence and the powers that be in the now moment. So now at 319, which is the Empress and the Sun, and that could be a mother and their son, the Two of Swords is upright, floating on air after burdened by the Queen of Swords reversed, telling them what to do. Six of Wands reversed under the radar, or feeling a failure, losing a battle to purging, or dumped without a word. Energies flipped, channeling emotions, streamlining into direct connect of emotions and love after losing the battle of trying to be heard, and now floating on a wing and a prayer in perfect balance with the evil Empress reversed and the Magician, and the Magician here isn't necessarily the friendly one, not aligned together, but at a distance from each other. It's like they're living together, but they're not, talking to each other. The Empress reversed exposed a negative past, perhaps, and there's a falling out with the Magician, Devil, hangry, to end a flirtation with the Knight of Swords upright in a losing battle with the Queen of Swords reversed, not reflecting the man in the mirror. The Queen of Swords reversed, unable to burn the past, be aroused, or understand what is destined. And the Page of Wands is excited to clean up in the aftermath of a birth, or this could be after birth as well, with the Hierophant offering to the world completion, or Divine Feminine or Pisces, who is implementing a new plan to end unhappiness of family or end an emotional cycle. So there definitely could be someone who delivered a child or had a miscarriage in this reading. And somebody might want to do something with the afterbirth because, sometimes like to use the cord. And that parallels with the children and the pineal glands. So it's kind of a weird subject to talk about. But a lot of people, want the umbilical cord from their child. But this is someone excited to clean up the mess perhaps and help, or the afterbirth, which was kind of interesting. And that was the Page of Wands, which is a childlike energy. At 333, knowing and keeping to self, no mask, under radar, and no need for attention, the Queen of Swords reversed, who definitely could be Aquarius here, is at night without peace. And the Empress reversed, bored with kids, or Leo, difficult kids, or kids' issues. So she may be bored with all that. She's tired of dealing with that. And this could be a mother and her daughter as well, with the Empress reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed. Could be a mother and their daughter. And then the kids. So the Empress is coming up as bored with the kids, or Leo, or just tired of their issues. Inspired, taking in strays and religion, or business or marriage, or Scorpio reversed and Taurus upright. Taurus may be bored, both the Hierophant upright and the Empress reversed, both Taurus energies, and they're both coming up bored. She's bored with the kids. The Hierophant, or Scorpio reversed and Taurus upright, are bored with her, and the world of Pisces, or Divine Feminine, is bored with the Hierophant, and the evil Empress reversed, and the hangry Magician not getting along. Or The Hanging Magician not getting along, and she just wanting it all to be over with already. It's like paying it forward in a negative sense, right? This one's bored of this one, and then the next one's bored of the last one, and then the next one's bored of the last one. It's kind of that energy. But the last one is coming up as the Pisces energy, the world, and or the divine feminine, just wanting it all to be over with already. Leo upright versus Capricorn upright could be kids reflecting their parents or behaving like them, not getting along. Parents drawing in the Queen of Swords reversed energy, and the kids drawing in the Knight of Swords upright, who could be Gemini or Virgo upright, or could be the Queen of Cups, or Hermit reversed, or with Virgo in their chart, or Capricorn as well. The Queen of Cups and the Magician are standing side by side here, with dysfunctional Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community between them. The Empress reversed may have given birth or miscarried, and can be the same person as the Queen of Swords reversed and the Empress reversed. And Libra not letting go of the past, frustrated or unable to conceive of a situation. Soon for the twins is the Knight of Swords upright, the messenger of truth, bringing truth in, uncomfortable in heartbreak or separation, with justice, divorce, or Libra, and kids impatient or fallen angel, or Leo upright and Sagittarius reversed, or Libra impatient to go on vacation, or for them to go on vacation, or perhaps there may be some who are tired of them being on vacation and want them to go back to school. The High Priestess reversed, secret passion, or Pisces or Virgo reversed, or their secret out, and Libra feels guilty or secret passion between Hierophant and Temperance reversed, or Taurus and Sag reversed, or Libra and Leo feel guilty about Sagittarius reversed and Pisces reversed, perhaps at services. Maybe they weren't behaving well. The Knight of Swords passing messages, and Libra, Scorpio, and Taurus feeling guilty for catching them at 354, which is the Empress and the Page of Swords. Twin flames are seeing themselves as twin flames, upright, free to leap away from all fear, lying, cheating, stealing, or not waiting for others to catch up, wanting to bring all of their baggage along. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, broken, broke down, broke up, broke through, or broke in, dropping the ball, tripped up, or dropping the facade, or breaking patterns with what's not working. Letting go to repair, fix, or mend, with the High Priestess reversed, Pisces or Virgo reversed, all choosing a new path around the twin flames. Aries upright, Cancer reversed, Pisces reversed, or twin flames freeing themselves from whatever is holding them down or back at 358, which is the Empress and the Four of Swords, the connection in the 5D. Catch me if you can. You're welcome to join if you can keep up. Religious factors comes up here, passion, and it is safe for you to love, as well as engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Around the twin flames are how they are seen as the Two of Cups upright, on a quest to take the high ground, yet stand up for self at the same time. Good news, success, attention, and journey to the Queen of Wands upright and the King of Pentacles reversed. The Queen of Wands doesn't see it coming, and it's like someone coming to ground her wand. The King of Pentacles reversed, getting help to fend off others at 402, which is the Emperor and the High Priestess. Or the Queen of Wands is charged, and the King of Pentacles reversed has defense or offense for her, as two partner up or connect, or the Queen of Wands is being attacked, and the King of Pentacles reversed is defending her. The block here is the Strength reversed, weakness, illness, and a split, divide, or lie, and the need for truth with the Devil or Capricorn temptation, waving hello with the Emperor reversed, that the Devil lies under oath. Leo reversed, Capricorn upright, and Aries reversed. Twins freeing themselves, with another escaping or running away, wanting to come with them, not wanting to associate themselves with any wrongdoing or criminal activities. The Queen of Wands may have some shady or underhanded connections or family or fans trying to get at her, and the King of Pentacles reversed perhaps as her bodyguard, or a paid escort or rich man that's all about the money. Could be a wealthy businessman and his arm candy, or star, partner, or wife. The twin flame block is being able to stand up to the Devil and knowing when they're lying. Financial discipline, so that's about discernment there. Financial discipline, effort, and music all come up, but even more so, communication was number 1 here, and then abundance and parenting as well. 2, recovering from exile, destitution, injury, or illness on their own in the aftermath of a jealous rage or third party involved. The Empress reversed without open arms, destined to issues at work or a third party with the Page of Cups, puppy love, or loving message, or fears about the Hierophant, Taurus, marriage, religion, establishment, or God. The Empress reversed, Scorpio, imbalance, or recently passed, leaving debt or inequity to child or scam. Or the Empress reversed, Taurus, had Scorpio child out of wedlock, or now feels trapped in marriage or with a Taurus, or prisoner of their religion. The Empress reversed, in a death, end, dark night, or transition through imbalance, not sharing, with Libra upright and Scorpio both upright and reversed. The Emperor reversed, Gemini, lover, aunt or mother, or this is the Empress, not the Emperor. The Empress, Gemini, lover, aunt or mother, or grandmother as well, can be there as well. Ascending to heaven, came back down again to offer some magic or dump emotional attachments before they leave. And then last rites was also coming up. The Empress reversed and the Magician upright, or she offering love and he giving it back. Or the Empress, and that wasn't in a positive way, it was like someone refusing that. Or the Empress reversed after a sudden event or epiphany, the lovers with issues at work not getting along, or after they came back suddenly passed away or developed great pain, or betrayal or betrayed lover, dumping all emotional attachments now, that things that no longer serve, and receiving a proposal from Indigo, Magician, or Child, Gemini, or Aries. Or the Empress fell on the stairs at work and passed, or fell at home and was brought to be looked at. Indigo, Child, perhaps the Page of Wands, trying to make things better after whatever sudden event happened with the Empress reversed, Hierophant upright, and the Magician at 428, which is the Emperor and the Twin Flames, the Two of Wands. Gemini, or lover, or love of the child at 428, Starseed withholding the Twin Flame connection from the Six of Cups reversed kids who may have issues or due to falling out or a negative past, destined and challenged by the Queen of Swords reversed and the Knight of Swords upright, needing courage or strength to know and keep it to themselves. And this could be perhaps not telling things to kids because they can't keep a secret, about the Empress reversed in lack, or perhaps a miscarriage, or passing, and lovers, or mother and child, and the Empress reversed and Indigo, perhaps meeting halfway on the stairway to heaven, or had a near-death experience with a child who had passed. Starseed after visiting or moving the Queen of Cups upright impatiently, or impatient or no longer patient, Starseed or Aries with negative past, difficult kids, or the past returning and the need to swallow their pride, and the ghost of Christmas past coming up here, withholding destiny and a turn for the better, knowing and keeping it to themselves, challenged by, and this could be kind of Scrooge energies, Ebenezer Scrooge. The Queen of Swords reversed, deeply grieving, verbally abusive, or negative and lying, and the Twin Flames passing 5D messages in connection, needing courage to deal with the Empress reversed, her passing, her illness, or her being mean or difficult personality, or Leo reversed, Taurus reversed partnership, or Taurus or Gemini meeting Gemini or Virgo on the bridge, or mother and child connection. The Truth, awakened at night to connection, or Capricorn reversed and Cancer upright moving, or moving furniture around, bleeding out to come together in reunion, or to agree to end a marriage or party. Some may be bleeding out about this, and some may be celebrating the end, or may be celebrating another's pain. An energetic exchange of a group with the Page of Wands, and the Page of Wands inspired to go in another direction after seeing what they did, after a death or a betrayal, or Capricorn and Cancer connect to move past the pain, to find joy in energetic exchange with the Page of Wands, which can be that third energy, the inspiration to co-create. The Page of Wands, third energy, the child, the birth of a project, a creation, a new life, the age of Aquarius, allowing each to have their own desires, as this read finished at 4:44. So the main energy here was ascension and destiny of the one-to-one connection without all-knowing the mother's interference with the Emperor reversed, Leo reversed, and Empress reversed, Taurus and Scorpio and Libra, and Gemini around them. The Emperor reversed with Capricorn, Sag, Libra, and Pisces reversed. So each kind of have their own group around them. The Emperor and the Empress. The Emperor reversed may be handing off to the indigo child, whether that's their position or something else. And the truth of the Knight of Wands plans, the Knight of Wands reverse plan, which could be something negative since they're reversed, an unhappy family with twins over it and coming together to pass 5D messages blocked by fear of the Knight of Wands reverse strategizing against them. With the King of Swords reversed, both could be lying or have no problem lying to get their way, so that may be the worry about one of the twins, or the truth of the Knight of Wands getting the Divine Feminine to open up to them. So that could be a Divine Masculine too, not expressing their desires. They're not true desires and trying to figure out a way to get the Divine Feminine to open up to them. So I'm going to pull a couple oracle cards here for everybody on this beautiful day. It's 8:08 on the clock on the first day of Aquarius. 8:08 on the clock, and this clock is at 6:44. It's the Lovers, and it was actually 42, 43, 44, which is the 2 of Cups, 3 of Cups, and 4 of Cups. They're coming together, the joy of the third energy coming in, and then the 4 of the grounding, integrating of those energies, and it's still 8:08 on the clock. So for everybody watching, the best and highest good of all those concerned, doing the dance, what do we need to know? What do we need to learn? What's our takeaway from these reads? And let's clear all blocks to positive energy flow in all chakra layers, auric layers, grounding, and galactic cords across all dimensions of time, space, matter, and realities for the highest good of all those concerned. And fill any empty space with only beautiful divine love and diamond crystalline light. And so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What is our takeaway for this read? All right, we have 2 cards here, and then a third. Let's see. Yeah, just a couple more want to be seen as well. We have the Journey at the bottom of the deck, which is the 2 of the High Priestess. And there's Meeting in the middle of the bridge, which came up at the end of the read. Right, 2 meeting in the middle of the bridge, like Steve and Miranda on Sex and the City. And then beneath that, let's see, we have the second chakra, Archangel Ariel, which is that sexual chakra, and that definitely has been coming up as part of the message today. This is the Atlas energy, the way to the world of the 10 of Wands, and then someone taking off and leaving that energy behind. So that's the underlying energy. Then the first 2 cards that came out together is the Page of Wands, which is the hostility energy, but the Page of Wands was coming up in positive energy in the read. And then we have the Magician and the Mirror, which also is coming up big time in this read today. 53 is the Knight of Swords. So there may be a relationship between the 2, or the Magician in this read is literally coming up as the Knight of Swords, the messenger of truth. And this is obviously 2 masculine energies, a father and son, or father and grandchild, needing to work things out together. And notice these are both 8s, 8-8, as that was just up on the clock. Okay. And this could very much be the 2 negatives that people have been putting together to make a positive, right? To affect each other. And that was very much what the movie was about last night. The Grizzlies was about the Eskimo energies in Canada living according to their, to their society, not our society. And it was about this, this guy, this regular guy who goes up there to try to teach a bunch of kids, and they have no leverage with them. They can't threaten them with anything because they'll just leave school. They don't care. They'll just go home. So it's about them working things out with each other. It was a very interesting dynamic, and how they learn from each other and help each other at the same time, both going from a negative space to making it a positive and a win-win situation, which has definitely been coming up the message this past couple weeks. Then these three cards came out together as well. We have 44 of the woman holding a heart. This is also the Four of Cups, grounding, integrating, and mastering of love. And then the 34 of the Eight of Wands, which was in the first read a triple reverse of this card. The 34, the Eight of Wands. And that rarely comes up where you have the same card coming up in 3 different decks, right? All in the same spot. And then we have rest and rejuvenation of the 19, which is the Sun, which was upright in this read. So this was positive. So this is very much the masculine getting some peace and quiet. And the feminine energy, grounding and integrating. The delay of the exchange between them. This is literally like the feminine and the masculine and the third energy between them. But it was delayed in the first read. I think it was upright in this read. Let me just check that out because I want to know. All right, where are you? Eight of Wands. Yeah, it's definitely upright in this read. Okay. So this was last night reversed, but now it's upright. So now there is energetic exchange reconnected between the masculine and the feminine, the grounding, integrating, and mastering of love, the exchange back and forth, and then the masculine and the sun, basking in the sun, you know, meditating, and her in her heart, feeling that connection. And remember that card in the middle is all about bringing the outside inside, right? Mother Nature, both outside and inside your house. The rainbow bridge, hitting ground where the pot of gold is, heaven on earth, and the purification of the white bird. And that's like that white bird. See that white energy is kind of like whipping around the divine masculine, pulling him in. It's like roping him with purification energy. Very interesting. So here we have like a grandfather and grandchild, like giving them both something to do to keep us out of their hair. And then here's the masculine and feminine coming together in energetic exchange. A really beautiful energy here. And again, meeting in the middle of the bridge. So let's see what Scooby-Doo has to say, and we'll pull a Journey of Love card too for you guys, as I'm losing my cards down the crack here. All right. 112. It was just 112.41, which is a Magician, the Hangman, and then the Ace of Cups, which was the only ace upright in this read today. All right, Scooby-Doo. Oh, that one, look. This went flying out like he was going surfing or something. 10 of Pentacles upright and hula hooping. This is a fun family party here. Positive energy there. Doing, making sure to move and dance. Move yourself back and forth to integrate the new energies. The Two of Pentacles of swinging. So you see there's a lot of exercise and playing games here. Two of Wands is the twin flame energy, right, of the choice of path and co-creation. It's in order to enjoy yourself. See, his tongue is out on both of them. To enjoy yourself and have fun, play. The Ten of Pentacles family and the Two of Wands, the twin flames. The Five of Pentacles, right? The two out in the cold. The Five of Pentacles offering a hand. So those without actually coming forward to offer help. We can all help each other. You know, it's not just, nobody's above or below another. Everyone has a part to play. And see, this one's who's left out, instead of feeling left out, the victim, they offer their hand. And then they can play too. As the Page of Cups, that innocent love. So it's very beautiful energy coming up right here, right? The Ten of Pentacles family is the end of the deck. It's the culmination, the dream family. The Two of Wands, the twin flames. The two left out in the cold. And then the Page of Cups, that innocent love, the message of love, along with the Queen of Cups. All right? So that very much, that loving energy of the Jack and Queen, maybe the masculine a little bit younger than the feminine. So that's really beautiful energy coming out, you guys. And then we had the King of Wands here upside down. So he was doing too much, right? He was giving himself too many props. So he was up, so he was like this, doing everything on one leg, and now he's not, because he can't do that anymore. King of Wands, and then we had King of Wands come up there, and then Queen of Cups. Who else came out? That was 10. Yep, just the Jack and the Queen. So both of so it's like the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups coming out together, and both upright. So that was really nice. And then the King of Wands, who was doing too much, is now reversed. He can't do that anymore. So from the journey of love, journey of love. Let's see what comes out for you guys. What is our takeaway from this read? Okay, this card came right up, acceptance, and there's the enchanted forest. And there's a witness to the two coming together. This is like the King of Wands reversed, and then this is the King and the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups. How beautiful is that? Acceptance. There's a couple other cards that want to be seen, which I'll show you. And then I'm going to read that acceptance for you. The bottom of the deck is the light field, which today is about the light field. And there's like the bridge, them being in the middle of the bridge, in the middle of the light field. And that's 63, which is the same number that's on the parenting card. 63 is the 9 of Swords. Right? Is that person being alone in the middle of the bridge, that suffering in silence, right? Because what do people do when they're in the middle of the bridge? In the middle of a light storm. And this is just that rough energy. And it's very scattered kind of energy that's been coming up yesterday and today. You know, you might get like sudden bouts of annoyance or frustration, but it's very fleeting. But it's weird, like you're like, why am I feeling this way? So the acceptance card came up first, which is 55, which is Excalibur, the truth, which that's what the read is all about today, the Ace of Swords. And the three other cards came up to be seen. The Woman of Light, 49, which is the Get Your Wish card. And here again, we have the light streaming in. The 14 of the Temperance card, the feather, light is a feather, and falling. Allow yourself to fall. And then the Earth Angel, which is the rainbow colors, and the 54 of the Page of Swords, the message, the word, the getting your wish. And this is all feminine energy here. Letting the feminine lead the way, bringing the light to then transfer it to the masculine. Being light as a feather. Remember, she came up as the assistant because she's lighter, so she could levitate more easily. And then we have the Page of Swords, the Earth Angel of the messenger, who may be a little bit shy. And the moon is in that picture. Or is that the sun? Just depends on your perspective, doesn't it? But one is the light, one is the rainbow. One is the light, one is the rainbow colors, and one is the black and white of it. Okay? This is more like human skin and the black and white of it. And here's the etheric realms of the light coming in, and here's all the magic rainbow colors that come into heaven on earth. So let's read and see what acceptance has to say. 55. Okay. Acceptance. You have offered yourself, asked to be of service to the greater good, created something that you want to contribute towards the healing of our world, and your offer has been gratefully accepted by the divine. Know this and be at peace. This oracle brings you a message. You are completely received, accepted by the divine just as you are. There is nothing to change, just you to be. You have made an offering of a prayer, a sacrifice of an attachment, and a giving of a desire to be of service, to make contribution to the world, and your offer is joyfully being transformed into the seeds of how this can best be. Your next step is about to begin. And the poem reads, "Shall we find some sunshine amongst the cloudy days, a gentle touch that softly warms and leads us on our way, past stately oaks and candles glow in places we've never been, a friend to share the memories before it's home again." And the next page is Dance of the Planets. So the dance comes up again, and before acceptance was Earth Angel, which also came out. Okay. We're here, you guys. I hope you got some good messages out of this one. Make sure you drink your water. It helps you connect and stay balanced and grounded. Make sure you get enough rest, get your joy, get your nature. If there's snow on the ground, go out and hug a tree if you can. And as always, guys, love you. Rise and be loved. Have an amazing day.